Hey guys, what's going on? How's it going? This is Gavin Timms with REI Network. Just wanted to do a quick video talking about the top tips of when hiring VAs, okay, which is really important. I know a lot of you in the business in real estate need VAs, and one of the biggest problems people have is how do we hire them? How do we train them? And I just want to cover this real quick here, okay? So one of the best sources to get VAs is Upwork, okay? Upwork.com. And you can go and post a job ad for whatever it is that you need, whether it's admin, whether it is cold calling, whatever you're looking for your business, that is what you're going to create your ad. Now, keep your ad real simple. It needs to be a few lines. It doesn't need to be complicated or too detailed, okay? And then there's going to be a process behind that in terms of what we look for and how to hire to narrow that down. So let's say it's a cold calling ad. One of the main things that I'm looking for a cold caller. I use Mojo Cells as the auto dialer. For me, maybe you're using something different, which is fine. So my criteria for a cold caller is that they need to have great English. They need to have 1 to 2 years of cold calling experience, and they need to have experience at least 1 to 2 years of using Mojo Cells, which is the auto dialer. Now, I'm not too bothered if they've got real estate experience, because if they've got great English, they know how to use the dialer that I want them to use, okay? And they know cold calling because they've done it before, then that is 3 real key things, principles that you need. In terms of real estate, I would say real estate is not a must, but it does help. And that's pretty much what my ad is based around them 3 to 4 things. And then I'm going to post it. Now, I'm going to get a lot of jobs coming in. You're going to have a ton of response to this. And then what do? How do we filter that out? Well, next, the first thing you need to look at in Upwork is that how much of their job completion, what percentage of the job completion do you see? Which for me needs to be 90% or above. And when you do this, you're going to see what I mean. Some are at 60 and 50%. That means they're not completing jobs. It's probably not the person that you want to hire. So how much work have they done? How many hours have they been paid for? Obviously, the more the better, at a 90% or more completion rate. Okay, that's the first thing. So I narrow it down by that. Then I actually go to the client and ask for a 1-minute video telling them about me, about themselves, okay? So I will message each one, hey, can you send me a video of you just talking for 1 minute, telling me about yourself. Now, this is a good way then, you can, whoever does that back, you can listen and pretty quickly see how good their English is, what their experience is when they're doing that video. So I will listen to them and again narrow it down. What I'm trying to do is probably narrow it down to about 3 people that then I will interview. Because remember, when the recordings happen, they can do a recording 50 times to get it sounding really good, which is great. But you want to know when you actually do a face-to-face interview using Zoom or Skype, something like that, that you can actually see how they interact. Can they hold a conversation when it is flowing, or because now they don't have that script of that going over it, of that recording, how do they handle that? So that's one thing that I would do. Now, once I've narrowed it down maybe to 3 people, and let's say I like 2 of them, then yes, you could probably test 2 of them out and do a trial run, okay? Give them a few hours a day at different times and see how they do. If they both do great, then hire them both, and if not, then one will probably stand out for you to hire, okay? So that's how the hiring process goes. Now, let's talk real quick about the training side. Your job, you're too busy in your business to be training people. Okay, so you want to be hiring people that already know these things, so you give them the script and then let them go. Get onto Mojo, say, hey, I want you to do this. This is how I want you to qualify the leads. You're going to send it to the CRM using a web form or whatever your process is, and then let them loose. That's it. And then you will monitor them through the reports to make sure how good is the lead, how do they sound, what do their numbers look like, and that is pretty much it, guys. You don't need to sit there for hours on end training people, okay? Let them train themselves. Even if it's an admin position, okay, the biggest way to, especially for the Philippines, right? Now you can hire work from all over several countries. I use the Philippines a lot, and their culture is to please, okay? So what you'll find in your VAs is that they want to actually please you. So they're going to agree to everything that you say. Like, hey, do you understand? Yes, I do. Okay, but they don't really. So the way that you flip that, and this is really important, so write this down, is that you say, okay, I want you to do this. Does that make sense? They will say yes. Okay, explain what you need to do. So that little move there of you explain to me what you're going to do is going to be huge for you. Because guess what? If they can explain to you what you want, then you know they understand. And again, if they're in the CRM, give them the training videos, guys. You don't need to be, spending time with them. Give them the videos and say, okay, how did that go? Did that make sense? So what you need to do is then go, okay, show me how to send a letter or an offer. Show me how you're going to do that. And then, okay, so we're going to do this. When I have the numbers, we're going to create this. We put it together, and I'm going to send it like this. Okay, great. They understand. And that's how you want to do it. So hopefully this helps, guys. I appreciate it. I know it's a key thing in the business. And if you do, give me a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Facebook, and I will be coming up with more videos. So appreciate you. Have a good one. Thanks.